Good morning, Taurus. Welcome back to the Warrior's Journey Tarot. This is going to be your daily reading for Monday, March 18th. Let's get right into it. I'm going to be using the Lion Strider as usual, 5-card spread. And then it's going to be a short reading today because I have to do a lot of things today. Miracles Now by Gabrielle Bernstein. Crystal, so what is this? Rebecca Campbell's Work Your Light Oracle cards. Camilla Morton's Fashion Oracle cards. And my favorite, Wild Kuan Yin by Alana Fairchild, the pocketbook edition. Let's get started. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for Monday, March 18th. Please, can we get 5-card spread? First card is the situation. Second card is Taurus. Third is the surrounding. Fourth is the outcome. Bottom card is the underlying energy. So the first card represents Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please, on Monday, March 18th. Can we get a card representing Taurus? I went to a crystal or a gem show a couple of days ago and picked up some of these beauties. I can't recommend this crystal, Blue Apatite, enough. It's so amazing. It's so amazing. I got a little chrysocolla, some sodalite, a fluorite ball, sphere, some selenite stands, and some other crystals that are at my other altar. But my favorite has got to be this Blue Apatite. I need to get more. It's amazing. That I combined it with my Tibetan quartz and with some of the blue kyanite and the chrysocolla last night under my pillow. It was so amazing. My goodness. I don't even know if I can call them dreams. It was something else. All right. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for Monday, March 18th, please. Isn't it beautiful? Aren't they beautiful? Anyways, here it is, Taurus. This is for you. Your situation, Monday. There it is. Justice again. Justice again. All right. Justice. It's about being fair in your dealings. It's also a card of detachment. You're going to have to step back emotionally from the situation and look at it with no goggles on, okay? With clear, you need clarity. We've been getting clarity a lot for you guys with the Sun card, with that Ace of Swords, now with Justice. Justice is about karmic retribution, things working out fairly for everyone involved. But the situation here, I feel like because we got the Oracle card and it was saying something about detachment the other day, it really is about that. Whatever you're dealing with on Monday is to not let your personal feelings get in the way or your own agenda get in the way. Looking at it from a very logical and fair way, perspective, and seeing it for what it truly is, and then being above board and fair in the way you treat others or how you get treated. Okay, just there's that sword of truth, victory, clarity, those scales there. Just Lady Justice usually is blindfolded. It's not about your personal feelings. It's saying detach yourself in that way. And there's you, Taurus, High Priestess. High Priestess. All right. And the High Priestess here is you, Taurus, for Monday, March 18th. She's a keeper of secrets. She's a very wise person because she sees everything. And this card is speaking to your intuition. If there's one card that's going to, speak to intuition, it's the High Priestess. It's saying, when I get this card in a reading, if I say, how is this going to end up? How does so-and-so feel about me? Or whatever, okay? If I get the High Priestess, it says, to me, how I read it is, you already know. The High Priestess is about trusting your own intuition, listening to your gut, and what it's telling you about a situation, regardless of what people might be saying. Okay, you look at it in a detached perspective, detached way, and just without emotions here. It's about looking at, with the High Priestess, I was just reading about this. I was just reading about this in another tarot deck. I was looking at another tarot deck. It was a psychic tarot. And I was just looking at how they kind of describe these cards. And I was looking at Justice and High Priestess, and the High Priestess, it was saying, you know, more about listen with the Psychic Tarot. And listening, watching people's body language, not just what they're saying. And also sometimes it says, like, when you're talking and somebody else is talking after you, you're just thinking about what you're going to say next, not quite listening to what the other person's saying. So the High Priestess here is about really listening to people on Monday, looking at their body language, looking at, like, you know, the little tells that they have, and then you will know, your intuition will be sparked, and you will know what they're trying to communicate and what they want, what their agenda is, what it is that's going on, really. Justice is, again, about detaching from the situation, not letting it get personal, and kind of just being fair and looking at it in a very fair, unbiased way. The High Priestess is also about the Keeper of Secrets. So you might know something intuitively, or you might know something, it might be a secret that's about to be revealed. But Taurus, that's the High Priestess for you on Monday. So it's saying, listen very well on Monday. Try to listen and hear people, what they're trying to say, what they're trying to communicate to you. What is it, you know, beyond just what they're saying. And to trust your intuition on Monday. Justice is the situation. Things working out fairly, needing to work out fairly. It's about detaching from your own agenda, from your own point of view, okay? Personal take on things. All right, let's keep going. This is interesting. So what's surrounding Taurus? What's surrounding Taurus on Monday, March 18th? So being fair, detached, making decisions in a fair manner, speaking fairly. This is all, justice is all about being fair and balanced. Could speak to legal matters as well. The High Priestess is about inner knowing, intuition, trusting your gut feeling, and really to listen and watch what people are trying to communicate here. Because secrets can be revealed by watching their body language and the way they're trying to deliver the message, not just what they're saying, just to pay attention to all that. So I'm going to pull a card for what's surrounding you now. This is so interesting. What is surrounding Taurus on Monday, March 18th? The High Priestess is very psychic and intuitive. All right. Oh, Five of Pentacles. Lack of faith, lack of funds, lack of trust. This is someone around you, or you are feeling like this. Now, we've talked about the Five of Pentacles. Hold on, I'm giving you one last card for the outcome, please. The outcome and the underlying energy. The Five of Pentacles can be about feeling alone, left out in the cold. So someone around you is feeling alone or left out in the cold. Could be because of you, Taurus, because the High Priestess also has an element of being cold. I've spoken about this before too. The High Priestess is the same energy as the Empress, except the High Priestess is the virginal, colder version of the Empress, and the Empress is what happens and manifests after the High Priestess, when she starts giving birth and she's creating, and then she steps into that, you know, life-giving energy of the Empress. As the High Priestess, this is like the more virginal kind of, it's a more of a lonely card here. The High Priestess isn't a very social card either. That's the feeling here. She's someone who's in a league of her own, cold in a way, because she's a keeper of secrets, kind of passive energy here. This is not someone who's out there doing things. This is more about secret knowing. Empress is when, you know, you bust out and you start making things happen, that Taurus energy. But here you got the High Priestess energy, that one before the Empress. That kind of more virginal, colder, knowing of secrets, kind of keeping to yourself a little bit and listening and all that kind of energy. And then you got around you Five of Pentacles, someone feeling left out in the cold. Five of Pentacles is about there's support available if you need it. But also this Five of Pentacles can be about somebody going their own way and kind of ignoring that support that's available because they'd rather go out on their own, even if the path is more difficult. So let's get an outcome here and the underlying energy. Five of Pentacles speaks to lack of faith because there's a church in the background in the Five of Pentacles. It can speak to a lack of trust in your personal relationships and a lack of funds in your bank account. Whatever, it could speak to all three. Fives are always a push for change and also signify conflict. So there could be, if it is a matter of some legal matter, some issue that you have that has to be dealt with legally, could be that you already know how things are going to turn out. And surrounding you, you've got this person who looks like they're out in the cold. So let's see. Let's pull a last oracle card. Let's pull one last card. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for Monday, March 18th. There we go. Ah, victory, truth. Look at that sword again on the bottom. Four of Cups. All right. And then we've got Lovers here. Ugh, Gemini again. What the... Just kidding. Just kidding. We've got the Lovers card here. It could be about a relationship, but we're not looking at this at the underlying energy. This is the underlying energy. I always like to take a peek, though, just to see. Hell, let's take one more. Dependencies. Spying. All right. All right. So we'll go back to this Four of Cups. No, let's go to the Ace of Swords, the outcome. This is victory being assured. See, here you got the sword speaking to justice, about things working out fairly. Outcome, you win. Ace of Swords, it's about truth, victory, and clarity. Speaking your truth. This is the same sword that's over here. Communicating how you feel, letting people know. You're going to leave some people out in the cold. So be it, because you're speaking your truth. The only thing is, the sword cuts both ways. Please be sure whatever you do it with a detached approach, okay? Emotionally. Don't make decisions in anger. Do something when you're calm. Make those decisions and those calls about who's serving in your best interest, who's good for you, who the people who aren't good for you and the people who are good for you. Do it in a calm way. Don't do it out of anger. Detached, okay? Emotionally. Be fair. You already know what this is regarding here with the High Priestess. It's always what you already know. People are going to feel left out, but you need to speak up. And that sword, it says truth, victory, clarity. And it cuts away all the dead wood that is useless now. All the useless things to you that's no good, doesn't serve in your best interest. That's what that sword is there for. Speaking up and letting people know. Letting some people go and keeping some people. Be careful how aggressive you are with your speech. And then Four of Cups, the underlying energy here is a need to... I'm gonna go back to the Psychic Tarot again, okay? Let me just... Where's that card? I'm going to show it to you. And it was about opportunity beckoning. That's a nice way of looking at this card. That's why I liked it. Four of Cups, here it's about, you know, they'll say it's about boredom. Feeling lethargic. Having that cup, I've likened it to first world problems. I always say that, where when you have that Ace of Cups, that opportunity to be fully fulfilled within yourself, content, your cup runneth over, joy, happy and healthy and wealthy and wise and wonderful every day of your life, and you have that opportunity with that Ace of Cups, and instead you're focusing on the past, the Three of Cups that have spilled. And it's left you in this like comatose state where you're just like, you know, numb and just staying there. Sometimes they'll portray a person, you know, under a tree and just sitting there and unmoving, in stasis, stuck energy, thinking about the past. Okay, too much daydreaming, that kind of energy. But the Four of Cups in the Psychic Tarot, I'll just look at it. The Four of Cups was about opportunity calling, and I really liked it. Can we get it? Where is this? 4. No, that's the... There it is. Opportunity beckons. Yeah, it's boredom, disillusion, vigilance, action. What does it say here? Now is not the time for complacency. This is your opportunity to attain what you've been seeking or to improve what you have. It requires vigilance, action, and enthusiasm. Lift your spirits and look for the opportunity that will present itself. Then act. Okay. So it's not a time to be sitting back and not moving. This is a time for action. Saying snap out of it. Okay. So let's pull some oracle cards. This is Wild Kuan Yin by Alana Fairchild. I love this deck. I love the bigger deck. I have both. Let's pull a card for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for Monday, March 18th, please. Okay, I'll take that. The bottom. Oh, I love this card. The mother and the grandmother there. I mean, the daughter, the granddaughter and the grandmother. Growing towards rebirth. It's easy to love the butterfly, a symbol of hope and emergence into new life. The path of the caterpillar may seem somewhat less blessed. Yet without the caterpillar, the butterfly cannot be. Accept that which is ending so you can open up and receive that which is beginning. This is the flow of life. That's the bottom. The top card is this. It says magic of the moon to manifest. Just as the light of the moon ebbs and flows, all things happen according to a timing that benefits the greater garden of life. How short-lived that garden would seem if all flowers bloomed at once and then it was over. As the next moon grows full, set your intention. Your time for blossoming is near. Speaking to cycles and set your intention. Getting back into the time to act because time for blossoming is near. All right, now let's pull one Camilla Morton and the underlying one Fashion Oracle card for Monday, March 18th, please. Let's get some energy up in here. Some positive, inspiring, who gives a you-know-what energy. All right. We'll take it. Manolo Blahnik. Heels are for having fun, not running away at midnight. Again, with the Cinderella reference. We got Cinderella reference yesterday, too. Seasons are an evolution, not a revolution. Be curious and creative. All good things come in pairs. All right. And the bottom. Philip Tracy. A hat is a statement, not a shelter. Dress from toe to trilby. Millinery isn't invite only. That's what Lady Gaga looks like. Ew. Ew. Look at this chick's hat. Ew. It's absolutely revolting. Look at that. It's like a whole bunch of mouths. Isn't that something? You know what that tells me? It's just like a whole bunch of people talking. Yapping. Gossip. All that. And this person is just embracing it and wearing it like a hat. Wow. That's absolutely revolting, though. Let's read about it. Manolo Blahnik. We will read about. It says Manolo Blahnik is one of the world's most iconic shoe designers. Let's put this over here. Born in Spain in 1942, he grew up on a banana plantation and then studied literature and stage design. But when he met American Vogue's legendary editor-in-chief Diana Vreeland in 1970, she commanded him to do shoes. So he did. His shoes were a particular favorite of the character Carrie Bradshaw in Sex and the City, and whether it is collaborations with designers such as Galliano and Olea, or appearances on the red carpet or the catwalk, they remain coveted creations. All right. Philip Tracy. Irish milliner Philip Tracy originally started making hats to complement his own garment designs. While studying at London's Royal College of Art, he specialized in millinery. He met Isabella Blow, who became his muse, mentor, and dear friend, and remained so for the rest of her life. Blow famously described his creations as husband catchers, and frequently wore one herself. The more outlandish, the better. Tracy has staged his own shows and designed pieces for McQueen, Givenchy, and Chanel. He also lists royalty, Sarah Jessica Parker, Kate Moss, and Lady Gaga among his clients. Okay. Which, speaking of, they were talking about, he's Irish, right? Isn't it St. Patrick's Day on Monday? Let me check my calendar. Is it? Doesn't say it on this. When is St. Patrick's Day? Yeah, it's Sunday, March 17th. It's today? Oh, snap. You see how Spirit works? They gave us the Irish milliners, Philip Tracy. Isn't that beautiful? Well, happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody. That's amazing. I'm going to have to go out and have a beer now. Let's pull one, what is this? Rebecca Campbell's Work Your Light Oracle card. For Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for, what is it? What day is it? Monday, March 18th. Crapsy, croopsy. It's all a whole bunch of fell down. Sorry. 1 second. All right. The ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. And then the Priestess. I love this Priestess in this deck. She's gorgeous. Okay, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to move this down. That was like this. And that was the top. That was the bottom. Look at that. I'm going to put these here. You know what? I'm going to put this here because you can't see very well. I'll put this here. I love this one, so I'm going to put this closer so you can see her. All right, let's read about it. High Priestess, the Priestess. It's not in alphabetical order. 52. So, the Priestess is a teacher dedicated to service, freedom, and leadership. You don't have to have it all together to lead. In fact, it helps if you don't. No one wants a perfect angel who hasn't made any mistakes. Let your life be your message. Don't underestimate the power of sharing your story. It's by hearing someone else's journey that we feel less alone. We realize that we're actually all in this thing called life together. The difference between a follower and a leader is that a leader has the courage to go first. In stepping out, they shine a light on the path for others to venture forward. Don't fret too much about trying to work out who's in your tribe. Don't get stuck in age, income, hobbies, or occupation. The best way to discover your tribe is to look in the mirror. If you feel called to lead, chances are it is because at some point in your life you long for someone to lead you. I like that. I think those are the best leaders, the ones who don't go out seeking attention and who don't need to do it because they're, kind of trying to get that kind of clout or power over others. It's kind of like, well, you see something you wanted, something that you were looking for, didn't find it, and so you're just filling that void now for other people. I think that's beautiful. All right, so your tribe are longing for exactly the same thing as you were and are, and might only be one step behind you. Hell, they may even be right alongside you. You don't need anyone's permission. Just the courage to stand up, embrace your struggles, the peaks, the troughs. You don't need to know the way. You just believe that there might be a different one. Your tribe is waiting for you. Step forward so they can find you. Work your light inquiry. How are you being called to step up and lead? How can you be the leader you wish you had? Isn't that the most beautiful message? I love that. Because of ever unfolding rose. Ever unfolding rose. Where are you at? Ah, 28 was right at the front. Cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. The challenge of life is to keep your heart open when you most want to close it, to let life crack you open, to open through hurt and loss, to allow what is falling away to fall away. Being human is a courageous act. A life well lived is full of losses and tragedies as much as triumphs and adventures. Wherever you find yourself at the moment, life is coaxing you to keep your heart open, no matter how much it hurts, to continually unfold, to let life crack you open. Perhaps you're going through a difficult time right now. Instead of cursing the difficulty, see it as a blessing. To open yourself up to the truth that perhaps as hard as it may be, life is happening for you, not to you. And one day, in the not too distant future, you may just bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open because the world needs you open. Now is the time to go gently, to treat yourself like a tender, sweet baby, to wrap yourself in a blanket and trust that the mother has you cradled in her arms. The seas may not all be smooth sailing, but you are safe and you are held. One day, not too far from today, you will look back at the transformation and be blown away by the poetry of life. Everything is going to be okay. Work your light. Everything is going to be okay. Let it crack you open. The final card for the day is Gabrielle Bernstein's Miracles Now. Can we get a card for Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for Monday, March 18th, please. There we go. When I allow others to support me, I support them too. And on the bottom, I measure my success by how much fun I'm having. Absolutely. All right. I think I'm going to add one more card. I was thinking, I know this is a girl power channel. I have all female decks all the time, and I see that there are more male viewers, and I feel bad. So let me give you an oracle card here. Now, where is the Kyle Gray? Here we go. Okay. I'll throw one Kyle Gray oracle card. This is called the Keepers of the Light oracle cards. One for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You got I think, a 50-50 shot here, either being a male or female card. Let's see if we can get a card for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for Monday, March 18th, please. Can we get a card for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for Monday, March 18th? Okay, I'll take that. We have, hope, love and acceptance. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. She's like one of my favorites in this deck. I love it. You guys know I love the color yellow. All right, she's over here. I'm going to move the rose because that's interesting, but look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. On the bottom, Radha. I'm sorry, fellas. I tried. You guys got Manolo Blahnik, okay? That might be for everybody, though. Radha, soul flame. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationship, harmony, and healing. And she was the consort, one of the many, many, many consorts of Krishna, Lord Krishna, the Hindu god of love. And she was just a regular, a gopi. Like, I think it was like just a regular village girl. Like a milk or a herder's, I don't know, something along those lines, okay? So let's read about hope first. Okay, she's a goddess. I can't leave her down here. I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. I was busy looking at the thing. And she's a real... Okay, let's put... I'm going to have to put her in the middle here. All right, so let's read about Radha first. The Hindu goddess Radha is the divine feminine counterpart and twin flame of Krishna. She is considered to represent Shakti, the divine feminine creative spirit of the universal life force. Without the female, the male cannot be created, and for this reason, Shakti is a powerful force that is honored and cherished. Radha is completely devoted to her partner and illustrates the age-old adage, behind every powerful man is a powerful woman. She is dedicated to supporting all those who seek relationship harmony and healing. At one point, she learned what it was like to be separated from Krishna, and so she can also bring great healing to those who are suffering the loss of a partner or a separation. The extended message. Loving union, connection, and relationship harmony are key at this time. It's important to remember, though, that relationships won't make you whole. Only your own love can do that. You now have opportunities to find lost parts of yourself, maybe sensual aspects or the capacity to cherish yourself. The relationships around you will then begin to reflect the love you have for yourself. Increased romance, love, and opportunities to express divine harmony through love are all becoming apparent in your life. You deserve divine love, and Radha, with her Shakti presence, is here to awaken this loving connection within you now. All right, hope. Thank you, Goddess Radha. Then we have hope, love and acceptance. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. Hope is an angel who is dedicated to promoting the idea that we on earth are loved, cherished, and supported by the kingdom of heaven. She is all about helping us see the light beyond whatever darkness we are in, traveling as part of a holy trinity, faith, hope, and charity. She helps us recognize that hope isn't about wishing for something good to happen or help to arrive, but trusting that support is already present. Hope is the twin flame of Archangel Gabriel. She has a gentle presence, but she is absolutely glorious. She sings sweet harmonies to us, and these songs are waves of love washing away anything that stands between us and self-love and acceptance. Isn't that beautiful? All right. Extended message. Angels are gathering round you in celebration that you are finally willing to see how loving and lovable you are. Hope is here with her legion of love angels guiding you to see that you deserve loving relationships, loving experiences, and loving acceptance from the world around you. It seems that you are really moving beyond the limitations that you once had in this department. But know that whenever you do question your worth, you can call on hope to shine her golden light upon you. Your angels want you to know that they love and cherish you, and they're grateful that you're giving yourself the same support. Thank you to the angel Hope. And that's so interesting. I love learning new things. That she is Archangel Gabriel's Count Hierophant as well. So much so, like, you know, the Hierophant represents Taurus as well. We got the High Priestess here. We got the Priestess here. We got the Radha. Beautiful read. So that is it for today. Talk to you guys very soon. I'll have some other reads up very shortly. Just taking my time, enjoying myself. And again, guys, if you have the chance, try picking up some Tibetan quartz or some blue apatite crystals. Apatite. They're freaking amazing. All right, and put it under your pillow, cleanse them and all that stuff. But it's been so good. Like, I can't wait to go to sleep and try them every night. All right. Have a wonderful day. Talk to you guys very soon. And thank you. Bye.